This is for Dr. Dr. Bruce Bruce, Bruce Lipton, like in Lipton tea, right? When he came out with his biology stuff as a result of doing stem cell research, right? And so you realize the obvious self-evident logic simply through observation what an antenna is. So the cell is a living, conscious, aware antenna. So an element, a spirit, a spiral in the light is aware of itself, which is a spirit, which is an element. Okay, so you have a sphere, a cell membrane, memory, and a chip, as he would say, right? Chip, right? CH, now we're back to 3, and then H, right? 3, and back to 1, right? H2 plus 1, right? Mostly water. As he mentioned one time, add up, multiply 57 trillion cells, and each cell has access to what? 50 million volts, 15, 1, 5, 6. And you have 6 and you have 9. Now we're back to 3. Go to 12, number 9, sector 9. Right? But not to get lost in all the numbers. As a number editor, editing the Torsion Field movie player, I'm reminded of the antenna side of this with gold. Okay, so you have FM, AM, AM, IM, AM, AM radio, and then you have FM stereo. Oh, stereo, frequency modulation. F, like in FE, Iron Maiden, iron core, core vibration. And so you have female, right? And as frequency modulation, modulating. Core vibration frequency, soul core vibration, soul arcing, solar arcing, soul's arcing, solar arcing spheres, solar arcing spheres, soul, the soul star, the solar star, soul star arcing spheres, the spirit that is in the light. Well, that's a pure light star. That's a pure light star. That's a hot star. That's a hot mirror. That's a hot magnet. That's a high-speed directed energy magnet. Directed energy magnets. Direct energy magnets. Direct experience. The magnet is experiencing the magnet. Being what love is, being what light is. It's pure. It's on fire. That's your tetrahedron. So when I was deciding that my course was all over the place, but at one point in time, I went to the University of California, Irvine, and I met a guy who was a professor there who had a state-certified hazardous materials lab in Huntington Beach. And he invited me to come to see his lab. And when I went in there, there's 2 processes that they have, and so you can sort of link this together, right? That they were using to determine, like, if you're going to take a water sample, an air sample, you're going to take a sample of anything and you want to find out what it is, the element, right? The spiral spirit in the element, right? On the periodic table. Now you're back to mass. Now you're back to the weight or the grams, like in Grammys, music Grammys. The weight of the reality, which is the electrical density consciousness of the reality streams, right? And so they had 2 methods in which they could detect what's there and then isolate them, like isolates, like Dr. Robert O. Young talking about isolating a virus, right? So there is a standard. There's a standard that he used in his lab. Okay. Now there was 2 methods that they used. One is called gas chromatography, chrome, like in adrenochrome, Chrome browser, the browser, my eyebrows, right? Gas chromatography. the electrical potential of hydrogen gas, right? Acid and alkaline. And then we use what are known as detectors in mass spectrometry. Mass spectrometry, which is weighing the mass of the elements. And what do you think was the detector that was used to determine correctly the mass, the weight? Gold. The female. The higher octave, which is the higher speed of spiritual communication. The goddess side. That's called a gold standard. The female standard, right? That's why they feed on goddess energy. The right hand pat. X, silver corded. Right? Mated with the gold. That's a monopole. Monatomic gold. Spin that magnet, baby. That means the gold will detect the mass of the electrical density of the consciousness. How fast you spinning that superconductivity, huh? To become one. To experience what love is. It goes on forever. Gifting energy out of the mirror, out of the magnet. Spin that magnet. Yeah. What a core blast furnace that is, huh? Have a great day. This is how, I'll show you this. That's like a volcano. You know, like a pimple is like a volcano. It's an exit point, right? Pressure. Get rid of it. Push it out, right? Like you perspire, snot, right? Urine, plasma, right? And then, of course, you have a number, what we used to call those a number 2. A bowel movement, a BM, a bowel. The bowels are moving, man. The bowels are moving. So it's basal metabolic rate. How fast you getting rid of what we're exposed to in the environment, right? Spin cycles. The spin cycle of the atoms, if you will. The spin of the magnet. How fast that magnet going. That's a drive motor. So you realize that a high-speed monopole is going to burn up anything that is less than the purest of light, which is the purest of love that's on fire. Yep. Because anything that's less than what the law is less than what we are. Which is the law of least effort, to gift energy away. Go with the flow. Go with the gold. So that's why when you look at everything that happened from the time that Columbus hit the beach, right? Just like Normandy and D-Day. Because it's always about control over resources, which is control over energy, which is control over consciousness, which is energy. Right? Because they don't know how to let go of what they feed on. Because that's what they do. They feed on it. So they're warmongers, war gamers, AI war gamers, using AI integration in order to war game in their own mirror. And so that's why the high-speed conductor, the highest superconductor, the girl took the gloves off, which means mama took the glove off, right? So when mama and father, or father and mother, joined as one, take the gloves off. Boy, that's a lot of fire of 13, huh? Yep. Fire in the hole.